going? TT goes back with some more FPS Fridays. Today I decided to hop onto some Halo 5 because it's what I felt like playing, I guess. Decided to go into quick play for a quick warm-up. No pun intended. That's not a pun. And my teammates are already team killing each other. But yeah, I felt like playing Halo 5, so that's what I'm playing. I'm getting quick scope. Oh boy. Perfect. Anyways, yeah, I decided to play some Halo 5. There was a recent Twitter post about how Comp Halo's going back to Halo 5 for a while. In their, well, this is unfortunate. In their little path to infinite. So I figured, why not? Hadn't played in a while. At least not on stream. Played it recently. But still need to warm up. Oh man. Darn it! Let me kill your teammate. Oh, that was a great nade by that guy. But yeah, Comp Halo 5, that should be interesting. Never thought I'd see the day again. Oh, I'm getting shot in the back too. My headset is way too loud. I don't know how well it'll do, honestly. MCC comp hasn't been doing too hot, and like both viewership wise and like in terms of people playing. And I don't think, I mean, I personally don't think there's anything wrong with MCC, but oh, I'm stuck. I can see why people aren't interested in playing it. And I think that like pro players not wanting to play it either very much doesn't really help in terms of viewership either, because like from what I understand, like nobody practices. Wow, he gets a lunch but I don't. And there's been quite a few pros that have been talking about how they wish the game would go back to Halo 5, although I think most of them wanted it to go to Halo 5 PC. But yeah, I can see why they wouldn't want to go and do Halo 5 PC. I understand why like everybody would want it to go to H5 PC, but at the same time I understand why people wouldn't want it to go to it. Like I personally, in terms of like how well the game runs, for me it always crashes. Halo 5 PC for me has never worked well. Like it crashes every time I play it. And like it's not like the full game either. So I totally understand why they would have preferred to go for a console H5. Oh. I keep wanting to walk, but what the fuck? How's that guy there?
Game over.
Meh.
Defeat.
Still with the quick play, still warming up. Oh, I'm gonna die. Damn it, dude. Where's my teammate? What was I saying? Yeah, I keep wanting to walk because I keep thinking it's Team Arena, but like it doesn't make a difference if I walk or sprint. I think there's a little bit of lag there. Oh, I got lucky there. Almost got it. And there goes our teammate, I'm guessing. Quick play is supposed to allow people to join, but I don't think it will. I've never seen it actually put someone in. Yeah, see, we don't have a teammate. I'm contemplating leaving it. Alright, I think I'm gonna leave it. There's no point. Like, I'm not gonna waste my time in a fucking quick play game. So I ended up finding another game after that last game that I quit out of. And it was another damn truth game. And it was one that was already underway. And the team I got put in was losing too. So, and it wasn't going that much better. So we're gonna pretend that game didn't happen, because it kind of pissed me off. One shot. Oh, there's a guy top yellow. Nice help. I don't know where that dude sniped. Well, fuck. Don't let me die, damn it, man. This is so unfortunate. I was trying to melee him and I was not getting the lunge. And I'm out of ammo. Fuck, dude, I thrust it back into the splinter. At least I'm getting a handful of assists.
10 seconds to...
I could have sworn that second to last shot was a headshot. Damn it, dude! My aim is so bad right now. Nice. Ugh. Alright, I decided to just hopping into some solo team arena. Wow, none of my teammates went for the camo. Oh, that is most unfortunate.
Hey, that was gonna... Nice shot. Did you top car?
I don't know what happened to the camo guy.
Yes. What did we top car?
And there he is. He's right there. He's standing right there. No, he's gonna backsmash
wow,
you, dude.
Dog, a car, bro. Oh my goodness.
Why pick solo dude team arena? It has never gone well for me in this playlist. But I mean, quick play wasn't that much of a better choice, and at least, damn man, I need to calm down or something. And at least this one's not gonna piss me off as much as quick play did. There we go, that was better. But yeah, the Spartan charging and the ground pounding was really pissing me off. The last game wasn't as bad. There wasn't much of that, but there was still a lot of autos. Where am I getting shot from? Oh, in the back. I need help. Where's all my team at? Oh, they're all over in blue. Get me out of here. Dude, see, I always get lunged at right there from like 10 miles away.
Taking fire.
I know it has something to do with like when you thrust. Like if you're thrusting away right as they would get their lunge, it'll still lunge, and it makes it look like insane. That worked out way better than I planned. I was hoping it would just leave the other guy one shot. I knew it was gonna hit both. Wow, that nade worked out great for him too. But yeah, I don't know. Spartan charging and ground pounding. It's like up there with some of the worst mechanics I've had the displeasure of. I think I was saying that it's like armor lock level bad for me, but actually I think I might dislike it even more than armor lock. It's just they're so obnoxious. They're obnoxious abilities. I'm getting shot in the back. Damn it, man. I'm gonna get out of blue base. I'm pretty sure they're gonna start pushing through the bubbles. Or, you know, be P3.
What's that time?
Very nice. From A. Field recon. Contact. Off the fire.
My teammate's getting shot.
One near blue band.
I got your back. Is that guy still here? That guy's still here.
Game over. Victory.
That went better. What? I was getting blank shots there. I won't be told otherwise. But yeah, like on the subject of Spartan charging and all that, and hopefully I can get through this while trying to play the game, because it's hard to talk about, like, yeah, hopefully I can get through my thoughts while still trying to focus on the game, because it's kind of hard to do that. But recently there was a post by Summit where he said something along the lines of Halo 5 being the best Halo, and that people just like the other Halos due to nostalgia reasons. But yeah, he said like people don't only like the older Halos because of nostalgia reasons, and that Halo 5 is the best Halo, and that like people need to get over it and need to realize that games need to innovate. And I agree on some of what he said. I completely disagree that Halo 5 is the best. And that's not to say that I like think Halo 5 is bad. I definitely don't think Halo 5. It's definitely one of my favorites. Even though I have like a huge love-hate relationship with this game for plenty of reasons, I don't dislike the game, but I definitely don't think it's the best. Like in terms of the overall package, it just can't be denied that the best Halo is Halo 3. Like, it had everything. Jesus Christ, dude, everybody's on me. I was just trying to get out of the base because I knew they were all gonna collapse on me. Figures that the game that I decide to talk about stuff is the game that I'm probably gonna end up with like the worst stats. Like, yeah, in terms of the overall package, like, it's Halo 3. Like, that is the best one. And its gameplay was good. It's like, it had everything. It had Forge, it had good maps, it had everything. Need help. That was a good collapse. In terms of like which Halo I enjoy the most though, like it's Halo 2. And I know that like that's not the best Halo like overall. Like, but for me that Halo is the one I enjoyed the most because I loved all the maps, I loved the way it played, I loved all the mechanics of it. Like the only thing I maybe didn't enjoy is the campaign. And like each one has their flaws. Like Halo 3, the fact that it was projectile based was terrible. Like it just doesn't work in an online game, especially one that requires you to like consistently shoot your opponent in order to kill them. And I can see why that game just doesn't work in a day and age like today. I think I'm gonna finish this game out and then pick it up on the next one. The topic at hand. Pretty sure there's someone behind me. Yep. Oh man. But yeah, the overall best Halo has to be Halo 3, just from what it brought to Halo. But I understand why that game doesn't work nowadays. Like, it's just not the type of game that's enjoyed this day and age. You do need to innovate. Like, you just can't keep playing the same game forever. Like, I think that's something he does have a good point on. But the problem is, like, how much do you innovate? Like, how much do you change? Because, like, if we were to say Halo's like a racing track and it's just like a circle track, like a perfectly circle track, like, eventually you have to change that track, because after racing on it for like 1,000 races, you want something different. So you elongate it, and now you have like your typical track with your turns and your long straightaways, right? But then eventually you get tired of that too. So now you add some turns. And then you get tired of that, so you add some more turns. But it gets to the point where eventually that circle track is not what you knew anymore. It's some convoluted track with a bunch of twists and turns. And that's something that I think is difficult, because, like, when do you stop? Like, when do you stop innovating? When is it okay to leave the track as it is? And how do you keep that track, you know, going? Like, how do you keep people coming back to the track? I think 343 gets a lot of unjust flack for a lot of the things they do. Like, they think like Reach, a lot of people think that Reach was like their idea, and like, that wasn't their idea. That was Bungie. Bungie was the first ones to decide, okay, we need to add loadouts and abilities, right? And like 343 is the one that was like, okay, well, we have to keep this game going, so what do we do next? And they came up with, well, I'm not sure actually. I don't know how No Bloom No Spring came about, but like, Bungie thought, you know what, we need to change it up. We need to add Bloom, and we need to add Armor Lock, and we need to add Sprint. And so now you have a problem for 343, because now it's like, well, where do we go from here? Do we go back to old school Halo, or do we make changes? And like, clearly they thought, okay, well, we need to innovate. We need to stick to like some type of, you know, formula. So they came up with Halo 4, and unfortunately Halo 4 just was not it. Like, they went too far in one direction, and like it was their first try at it, and unfortunately it just missed the mark. It was too much in a completely different direction. Kill streaks were like a really bad choice, and they kept the loadouts in, and none of that just worked in a game like Halo. For a variety of reasons, because that's just not Halo. And I think Halo 5 gets too much flack because, unfortunately, they did unfortunately take too long to improve on it. The way the game launched was not great. It didn't have a lot of features. Damn it. Tell me I stuck him. Let's go.
Carrier kill.
But I think in the end, Halo 5 was pretty good. Like, what Halo 5 is now is pretty good. And I think if this is how Halo 5 had launched, I think it would be remembered better. But at launch, it wasn't. It didn't have Forge. Spartan charging and ground pounding were again just way too off the mark. Like, it's just they're not fun mechanics. They're gimmicky and they're annoying. Like, nobody wants to get Spartan charged and killed that way. Nobody wants to come around the corner and then just have a guy ground pound them. But I think Halo 5 was a much better effort that by 343 that just had like a few too many flaws. But with that being said, like, it's not the best Halo because of those flaws. As good as the game is now, like, there's a lot that still doesn't work with the game.
Ball out of bounds. Ball incoming.
Oh, I was hoping that guy would die.
Perfect. We have the ball. Perfect.
Nice rocket, dude. Wait, that's a bad guy. And this is why I don't commentate and play. Okay, I'm gonna try to focus on this. That's 3 dead.
Double kill.
Get the ball, get the ball. Let's go.
Over. Victory.
I saw the 5 and I was like, I only have 5 kills? How's that possible?
Throwing grenade.
New ball spawn. Enemy has the ball.
Ooh, I'm hitting some shots now. And missing all the shots too.
You have the ball.
Yeah, where we going? Yeah, I think the overshield guy should be carrying the ball.
Gain the lead.
Red base.
Ball
Behind me. I need help. Watch out, need it.
Where you throw?
Nice help. But yeah, it's like, what do you innovate? Like, with a game like Halo, it's kind of hard in certain situations. But yeah, like I said, this game still has a lot of flaws. Like, sprint thrust sliding is broken. Like, you should not be able to travel across the map this fast. And while I don't have an inherent problem with sprinting on its own, like, sprinting, like, is definitely something hard to balance around, especially with maps. Like, the maps with sprint, they're just too big, and it's like, we can't just have, the maps are too big, and at the beginning it's we had just like pure radar, and nobody wants that. Like, I'm not the most hardcore player in the world, but even I don't want like radar. You couldn't simply have no radar, because 4v4s with no radar and thrust sliding is just like, it's insane. Like, people were just all over the place.
What?
My bad. Oh, how do I not kill that guy? You have
Ball dropped.
the radar that we have in Team Arena, where it only shows you when you're sprinting, and that works. And like I said, or if I didn't say this, I think sprint in this game is the best implementation of sprint in a Halo game. But
Oh shit.
walking around in this game does not work. But yeah, sprinting, I mean walking in this game does not work, because the maps are too big. Like, I can't just walk around all the time. So in terms of map design, it's like, well, what do you do? Like, maybe you just get rid of sliding or fix thrust sliding. Like, I think if they could have made it so that thrust sliding wasn't so insane, that might have been better.
We have the ball.
My teammate died?
We have the ball.
But yeah, I don't have like a problem with sprint in general. It's just
Enemy
like
has the ball.
how do you make it work? And maybe they figure that out in Infinite. Like maybe the way they have it in Infinite is a good balance.
Enemy team nearing.
I don't know. We'll see, I guess. But yeah, I just
5
think that
minutes remain. Carrier
claiming that
double kill.
Sniper fire, move it.
Have
the
the ball.
I might be here, dude. What the fuck? If you want the ball, just ask for it. Oh, damn it! I thought there was a teammate behind me. Yeah, I don't think like the reason people like those older games is just solely out of nostalgia, and I don't think that. I think Halo 5 had a lot more work needed, and that still possibly needs in order for it to be considered like the best.
Oh shit.
And like I said, I like the game.
Enemy has the ball.
Damn it, dude.
Nowhere near.
I did not mean to put a normal team arena game. Hopefully, this doesn't go too poorly. Surprise! But I do still think that Halo does need to innovate, and I know a lot of people will immediately say something along the lines, well, CSGO has been the same game for like a million years, but has it though? Because like CS 1.6 and CS Source are not anywhere near the same games that they are. Nothing like global. Like I think in 1.6 or Source, like bunny hopping was like a huge thing, and this is coming from a guy that doesn't even play. And like their maps have been revamped like a crap load. Double kill. Ooh, that almost turned out bad for me. And I also think that people need to stop giving 343 such a hard time. Like, it's a tough task that they have. Speaking of giving people a hard time, especially people like Tashi and Menki or Menke, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Oh, fuck. Those guys like try their damn butts off, and I think in terms of like Josh, I think True Skill really does work really well. Like, I think it does what it sets out to do with the population that it has. I've enjoyed the matchmaking a ton more ever since he started working on it. And Tashi tries his best. Like, people have been giving him such a hard time about like decisions with the tournaments and stuff like that right now, and it's like there's only so much the guy can do. They had like a whole role plan already mapped out for Infinite, and on top of Infinite having to be delayed in the end, COVID fucking happened, and like I'm sure that's thrown a huge wrench in all their plans and all their like commitments and deals, and he's trying to make like something out of nothing right now, and I think he's killing it. I get that people want H5 on PC, and I get that people probably wanted Halo 3 on the latest patch, but like my shots were terrible there. And these guys are getting completely destroyed. The dude's in charge of esports. Like, he's not in charge of updates. How did I get... Oh, the other guy must have shot me, I guess. Like, the guy's in charge of esports. He's not in charge of updates. Like, he has no control over when those updates go live. And, like, people are like, well, he should have at least had more tournaments lined up with the... after the update came out. And it's like, yeah, maybe. But, like, people have been complaining about freaking having to play Halo 3 for, like, months now. And there's been this whole resurgence on Twitter about like how much people are enjoying H5 again and how they're sick of Halo 3 and they just want H5 to come back. Like, it's like, what did you guys expect them to do? Okay, last one. Because my room is hot as balls. Luckily that normal Team Arena game went well. But yeah, I've been turning off my fan so that you guys can't hear it on the mic. Hopefully it's worth, because otherwise I'm doing it for nothing. Kill 2. Oh, so one last subject to talk about, which is in terms of matchmaking. People really need to stop complaining about skill-based matchmaking. Like, I've been seeing it so much on Twitter from like high profile streamers, and it's like nobody wants to play a game where you're getting steamrolled all the time. And like, I get like why, especially why streamers hate it. Like me trying to play right now and talk while having to focus, like, it's definitely hard. And I get why people would prefer that, you know, it wasn't a thing, so that they could have more casual games. But like, it's gonna be casual for them. Like, it's not gonna be casual for the people they're stomping. Skill-based matchmaking has to be a thing. Like, it just has to be. People want it just like in ranked playlists, and like to not have it in social playlists. But like, you have to understand that not everybody wants to play ranked and try their butts off. Like, I get that the argument is, oh, they're still gonna have to try their butts off even if it's not ranked. Yeah, maybe, but with ranked, you're working for something. You're working for that rank. That's unfortunate. Nice help. Oh! Oh, well. Woo! I didn't mean to lift. And at the same time, like, when you put labels on it like ranked, like, it's... I can definitely see how it might be intimidating for some people. Especially people who've just started playing the game. I think one like really high profile post was when Courage played with David Dobrik, and he was complaining about how skill-based matchmaking was ruining their experience because David was having to play against all the sweats that Courage usually has to play with. And it's like, I find it funny because like, he's the reason that he's having to play with those sweats. To finish that off before I get off, it's like, he's getting those tryhards because, you know, he's partied up with him. And I think it's kind of funny because it proves the point of why you need skill-based matchmaking. The experience that he was having that day playing with Courage and playing against the people that Courage plays against is exactly why it's a thing. So that he doesn't have to play those people. The only reason he was playing those people is because they were partied together. It's there so that David, who doesn't play like COD seriously or that well, can have those moments like he did in his first stream where he like snuck on the last guy and got the win in Warzone. Like, that's why skill-based matchmaking is a thing, so he can have those moments. And I find it funny that, you know, he complains about it when in reality, like, that's exactly why skill-based matchmaking is a thing. Like there was that clip with the Fall Guys dude where he's like, look at this guy trying so hard, and like that guy was being a little too extreme. But like immediately on Twitter, all the like Twitch personalities who try their butts off on stream or whatever, or like are all into the comm scene, immediately start roasting the guy and like calling him a loser and all this. Which one, like, don't do that. Don't call some guy a loser just because he doesn't want to play against some tryhards. But, you know, you're roasting the guy for not wanting to play the tryhards, which is why skill-based matchmaking is a thing, so he doesn't have to play the tryhards. But then you want him to play the tryhards so you can have an easy game, so you don't have to play the tryhards. Like, it's funny to me. Like, you don't want skill-based matchmaking, so you don't have to sweat your butt off every game. So you're roasting the guy for the exact same reason you don't want skill-based matchmaking. I think skill-based matchmaking is a good thing, and I think it's here to stay, and I think that's how it should be. But as always, guys, if you stopped by, thank you a lot. I had some fun. Thankfully, Team Arena was way more enjoyable than Quick Play was. I was worried it was going to be a rough night of H5, but overall, it was actually pretty damn fun. I really had fun each of those arena games, even though we lost like probably half of them, if not more. They were all really fun and close and competitive, and I wasn't struggling like I was with Quick Play. Next time, I don't know, maybe go back to Fall Guys. There's a new update. I thought about doing Fall Guys today. I really did, because I haven't played the new update yet, other than like 1 or 2 games. But I figured I already did Fall Guys 2 times in a row, and this gives me a chance to talk about Halo. Thanks again, and as always, I'll see you when I see you.